Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday Fun Day. This is Rhonda Gibson coming in from Gibson Girl Stamper. And today we're going to talk about a couple of things. I was supposed to do a Facebook Live today, but because of my plans getting rearranged just a little bit by my sweet man, which I'm more than happy to accommodate him. He is the love of my life, so we're going to go with it. But anyway, today we're just doing a quick video. I'm hoping it's going to be quick. And I'm going to show you a couple of things that's going on at the Gibson Girl Stamper and see if you're interested in joining some of that fun stuff. So what you're looking at right now is up here. I have decided to put my website, so if there's anything you see during this video that you would like to order, please, if you don't have a demonstrator already, go to my website and just have fun shopping. Anyway, and then also the next thing I wanted to talk to you about is the new In Color Club. This is a new club. Other demonstrators do them also. They're a lot of fun. And basically we all do it a little different. I'm doing a little different today, and I'm offering quite a bit of stuff. Part of it's showing here. I'm going to kind of show it to you and demonstrate it just a little bit. But what we have here is when you join the club, you will receive all of this stuff. Once a month, we're going to do different colors. Now we have the Rococo Rose, the Seaside Spray, Terracotta Tile, and the Pretty Peacock. We'll also have the Purple Posy when it gets released. Like I mentioned in a previous video, there's a little bit of problems with the ink, and Stampin' Up! Is making sure that we're giving you a quality product. So they're working on that, but we will have it. So you can get, once a month, you're going to get one of everything. So we're going to take these two away for right now. So the first month we may do Seaside Spray. And when we do Seaside Spray, we would be doing also the Seaside Spray cardstock. We would also do a Seaside Spray ink. I don't have one yet, so we're going to use that as an example. We're going to get a Stampin' Right marker in the Seaside Spray. You will get the ribbon that's Seaside Spray in. I don't have the ribbon yet either. And you will get the designer paper as well. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items that you're going to get every month. Plus, for free, I'm adding this in for free, you're going to get the In Color facet dots. And what I'll do is when we do Seaside Spray, I will give you the Seaside Spray. So I'm just going to cut these off, and you'll, by the time you're done, you'll have the whole packet, okay? Then also at the end, you will get this stamp set, and it is beautiful. It's called Soft Spring. When we're all finished, we will get, each person will get a Soft Spring stamp set so that we can make some beautiful cards. Now both of these are free from me because I want to spoil you just a little bit more. The cost of your ink pads, your inker, your marker, your designer paper, your cardstock, and other goodies that come along, that cost is going to be $75 a month. Now you have to, when you sign up, commit to the full 5 months. And the reason for that is because you want to get your free stuff, okay? You want to get your dots, you want to get your ink pad, your stamp set. And it's going to be great fun because we're also going to I'm going to be sending you little cards and different things each month to kind of help you figure out something you might want to do with these beautiful colors. I'm going to set these to the side real fast, get them out of my way, because I will end up using one of them on my card when I don't want to, because I'm doing a different color card today. So I'm setting this aside. This is gorgeous paper, guys. This is the Seaside Spray. This is the Purple Posy. This is our Rococo Rose, our Terracotta Tile, and then of course this one here is the Peacock, Pretty Peacock. And by the time you're done, you'll get 4 sheets of each one of these. You'll get the designer paper, you'll get the facet dots. You're going to get it all, and it's going to be so fun for us to do this together. I'm looking forward to it. So if you want to do that, you can either send me a private message through Facebook, or you can email me at Rhonda Gibson 65@hotmail.com, or you can just try to get in touch with me. Okay, that's pretty much easy. If you've got a Facebook, you can get in touch with me. So anyway, today we're going to work on this gorgeous card. I am in love with this paper, this cardstock paper. And this cardstock paper comes in our beautiful tin. I'm hoping you guys can see. There you go. Isn't that gorgeous? I'm trying to catch the light so you can see the shimmer of those leaves. Are beautiful. And this is called the Bird Ballad Laser Cut Cards and Tin Set. And you get 12 very vanilla cards and envelopes with this beautiful tin when you order this online. Okay. So today we're going to work with the stamp set, Free as a Bird. It goes along with this. Here's your stamp set right here. And what we're going to use is the bird, the saying, "Your friendship means the world to me," the leaf, and the pretty flower. Okay. And we're going to use our card that has this beautiful laser cut. So I'm going to set that to the side, or maybe see if I can set it up here. No, I'm going to set it to the side. I can't see. And I'm going to move this to the side so I can see. And I promise I'm going to try not to keep you too long. I can get my stuff out here. Give me just a second to get my act together. Okay. Okay. The first thing we're going to do is I've already cut a 5 1/4 by 4 inch piece of paper that's going to go behind this beautiful lace thing here. And we're going to use our Stampin' blends today. And I chose to go with the rich razzleberry. And I'm going to lay these out here so you can see them. They come in a dark and they come in a light. And you can choose whichever way you want to do them. For this, pretty much we're just making a quick background. Okay, so I'm going to move that up. I'm going to move that over. And I'm going to take the lighter one. And I'm going to see how I like it. And I'm just going to, let me see if you guys can see. Yeah, I'm just going to go like this and make scribbles. Because just about anything can be a background. And if you notice, I'm using the side of my marker. And that's because if you use the tip, you'll fray it. So I try not to use my tip as much as possible. And this is the paintbrush part of it. I kind of like that. Now I'm going to go over it with just a little bit of dark, and I'm going to go out a little bit. Ooh, look at that. They always say you can go lighter, but you can't always go darker. I mean, you can always go darker, but you can't always go lighter. They being the powers that be. Anyway, I kind of like that, so I'm going to leave it like that. That's the paintbrush end. This is the, if we wanted to write a message end. And it could actually do a little bit of that too to make it a little bit more defined. But that's our rich raspberry. So I'm going to set that to the side. Now I'm going to, real gently, I'm going to take our multi-purpose glue and screw it. And me and this glue, we have a love-hate relationship. I'm going to just go right along the edges real finely because I don't want it spewing out all over my paper. This is our vanilla, very vanilla paper. I'm just going to kind of do it that way. Now, you guys know what? Is that correct? No, I did not want to do that. So, hopefully, just going to take a little bit of that off the middle. And the reason I'm taking it off the middle is because I did it the wrong way. Guys, this is one of the beauties of making a video, is sometimes we make mistakes. So I'm going to, instead of putting that in right now, I'm going to set it to the side, let that dry, because I'm going to have to re-glue. I am so sorry that I did that, but we can go on to the next step and not waste too awful much time. I'm using my Memento black, and I'm going to stamp a bird because we're going to need that bird. I'm going to stamp my bird. Can you see me stamping my bird? I don't know. I'm going to stand up and look. Yeah, I think you can. And then we're going to stamp it right onto this little piece of scratch paper because we're going to be doing some cutting out. And I like to count to 10. You guys know I'm doing that silently at the moment. But isn't he beautiful? He's stamped out really good. I'm going to take my Simply Chamois. I'm going to wipe it off. As you can see, I have a clean bird. Love my Simple Chamois, guys. Then I'm going to take a flower. Our card is going to have 2 flowers. So I'm going to stamp one here. Doesn't matter really where I'm going to stamp them because I am going to cut them out, and here. Okay, so there's our stamping that we have to do. Now, we do have leaves that I went ahead and cut out because I did not get the dies, so I had to fussy cut, and that takes a little longer with those little leaves. So I didn't want to waste your time and do that, but I am going to color the bird real quick. I'm going with Crumb Cake and the light Rich Razzleberry. I always want to call it Rich Razzle Dazzle, and it's not Rich Razzle Dazzle, it's Rich Razzleberry. So, Rich Razzleberry. We are going to color it lightly. I'm going to use the little end just to kind of mark these spots here because I like it. I also want to do just part of this, so coming through here. And it doesn't have to be perfect because birds' colors are not always perfect. But I'm going to do it like that. I kind of like that. And then I'm going to take my paintbrush in, and I'm just going to kind of flare it just a little bit, kind of to give it more color. I like that. I think that's pretty. Then I'm going to take my light Crumb Cake, and I'm going to color the rest of the bird except for the beak in the light Crumb Cake. Remember what I said a while ago? You can go light, do light first, and then you can always go darker later, but you can't always go dark and then go lighter later. So that's why I always choose to go with the lighter first. And I'm pretty new to the Stampin' blend markers. I like the Stampin' Right ones, but these are kind of fun too. I haven't played with them a lot. So there we go. There's our little bird. I'm going to darken him up. I'm going to give him a little bit of shading. Stampin' Up! Is really good about showing us where we can shade. Where they have the lines, those kind of help us to be able, we can shade in those places and make it just a little darker. And then if you wanted to, you could always come around and really do it this way. Now remember, when you're working with the blends, try to stay on the inside of your project because blends are made with alcohol and they do spread out a little bit. So just to be on the safe side, do it that way. Now I want his tummy to have a little bit of dark. So I'm going to come in with my darker, and I'm going in circles. I like to do circles. That's the way I've always colored, so I like to do that. Then I'm going to come back in with my light again, and I'm just going to lighten it, blend it just a little bit more, just to kind of give it. Now, I'm not the artist in our family. Our family has a wonderful artist. His name is Marty. He's my brother. And I think I actually got that just a little too dark, but it's okay. It's my creation. Anything you make, as long as you make it and you're happy with it, you can go with it. I'm going to color the beak, and I'm going to do a little bit on his legs. And we're doing that with the pumpkin pie Stampin' Blend. So for now, that's done. I'm going to go into my flowers. I'm going to use the lighter flower, and I'm going to lightly do the center, because I may be doing this the wrong way. Should be doing the dark into the middle. Like I said, this is our creation. We can do it however we want. I just like the lighter. To me, the darker is almost too dark. But again, you can do it however you want. If you want them darker, you can go really dark with it. I'll show you off on the side. That's the light. And then we can go in with the dark, and you can really see the difference. See how much darker? And if I had put the darker on here, as this is drying, it will lighten up, but it'll still be really dark if I do it that way. So I'm going to do that. Then I'm just going to go around the edges with this because I want my flowers to be pretty. And I like black linings, but not always. Sometimes I want the color of the flower or whatever. So I'm going to do this really quick. I'm hoping I'm not taking up too much of your Fun Day Sunday. I know time is important, especially if you're doing stuff with your family. James and I are going to go play this afternoon. That's my sweet man. And usually on Sundays we go to church in the mornings, and then we go have some lunch, either by ourselves or with friends or with the kids. And then we go and do something fun together. Even if it's just a drive, you know, we enjoy spending time together, so we do that. So I'm going to take some Wink Stella, and I know you guys are familiar with Wink Stella, and you know I like my bling on every card. I want a little bit of bling. And I think the Wink Stella just really makes these little flowers pop. And when you see them on the card, you'll see what I mean. Wink Stella is not that expensive, and it just adds that little shimmer that I really like. So I'm going to do that. Now, get that in there. Oh, you know what? It would help if I didn't unscrew it. Okay, now we're going to go back to, this is dry now, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go back in and I'm going to glue it in here like I originally planned to. So if you'll bear with me, I'll get my ink out again. We'll go around real small again, around the edges, just enough to, this stuff is really good, guys. It will really stick to your projects, and I love that about it, because with this particular project, because it is a real pretty intricate design, I know you can see that's really intricate. So I'm just going to take and open it up just a little bit, and I'm going to put just a little bit, it'll bleed through a little bit, but it'll be okay. But I want to just put just a little bit around the middle too. Okay, and this is like the third card I've made, so I don't know why I made that big boo-boo when I started by putting the glue on the wrong side, but we're going to chop it up as I was nervous. How's that sound? Everybody who knows me knows that I don't really usually get nervous about being on camera or in front of people. I've kind of been a clown all my life, so it's all good. So we're going to poke that on there. Okay, now while it's drying again, because I want to make sure that it dries again, I'll set it to the side, and then we're going to really quickly cut out my birds. And I don't see my scissors, and I just had them, so give me just a sec. You know, it's funny when you're crafting, for some reason stuff can be right in front of you and you think I've lost it, and you really haven't. So this is a trick that somebody taught me. Cut out a small piece, and then you let the paper do the work for you. Don't move your scissors a whole lot, just move that paper. And when you move the paper, it makes a nicer, crisper cut. I had to lift it there for a second, but I just lift it up and then I move my paper. I just kind of open, move the paper, close. Anyway, if you know how to fussy cut, you know how to fussy cut. I personally like fussy cutting. I know there's a lot of people that say, oh, I hate fussy cutting. I want to get the die cuts. And you know what? That's good too. I like the die cuts, but I oftentimes find myself fussy cutting around my die cuts too, because I don't get them perfectly straight, but that's kind of okay. So there's one flower. We're going to do the other one really fast. Fast, fast, fast. And you know what? I dropped my glue, so I'm going to put the lid back on it, put it away. Otherwise, I'll have a gluey table. I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of a messy crafter. But I was a messy kid. Earlier this morning, I was talking to my mom, and I kind of chunked something at the trash can, and I said, "Aw, I missed." And she started chuckling, and I said, "What's so funny about that?" And she said, "I can picture you as a little 3- and 4-year-old chunking stuff at the trash can and then going, 'Aw, I missed,' and having to go back and go over there and pick it up." And she said it just brought back good memories for her. So I'm glad it made her happy. I now know that it's okay for me to be a messy crafter because I was a messy kid. I'm going to throw that in my trash can. I know I just put my arm across there. I am so sorry. I really am trying hard to get this done fast today, so I'm going to cut this along the bottom. You don't have to, but I'm going to, and you'll see why in a minute, because I'm going to kind of cover his little feeties up, so I don't really care if I have a little bit of branches there. Going around him kind of fast. Don't want to cut his beak off. Everybody be sad. I love these paper snips, guys. This is our thick, very vanilla paper. And these scissors just, they're awesome. They just cut right through it with no problem. You do have to be careful, though, because they are sharp, and you don't want to get your finger in them. Or that little piece of skin that's like right here. Whew, that would hurt. So don't do that. But we're almost done with our fussy cutting. You're going, yay, I am so glad you're about done with that fussy cutting. So there's my little bird. I'm going to move this out of the way. I'm going to throw that away. And we're going to bring in, real quick, because I want to put this all together at the same time. I should have stamped this earlier. As you can tell, I've already done one of these. This is just a scrap piece of paper. I'm going to stamp in my saying, your friendship means the world to me. I need my black ink again. I like this ink, guys, because once it's dry, I can use it for just about everything. And so I really, really like this ink. And I like that I can see it. And I actually can press down a little bit in this one if I want to. Now, our other ink pads, you don't really want to press those down. You just want to give them a gentle kiss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's what I meant by I like to count out my words. Very crisp, very pretty. I'll bring it up a little bit so you can see it a little better. Isn't that pretty? Did a very good job. Now I'm going to clean off the stamp, and I want to show you something real quick. Another little tip. These are our new cling mount stamps. And I love them because that is not coming off, no matter what. This one has been on here since last night. You really should not leave these on overnight on your blocks because you kind of have to take your finger and work it to get it off. And you don't want to mess up your stuff there. So I'm trying really hard not to mess up my stuff in the middle. But you can see this is stuck to my finger really good. And then just be real careful because they do come off. Now I want to show you this also. When you take your stamps off of the paper and you put them on the little cling mount and everything, it's going to be very sticky and it will stick to this plastic and it's really hard to get off sometimes. So I discovered that if I just put it back into the rubber that they ship them in like this, if I just put it back in there, then it makes it easy for me to get them out. I can just pick it up, pop them right out, see? And then they also don't stick to the other side. And if they do happen to flip over, they don't stick so badly that you can't pull them apart. So that's a little tip for you. I'm just full of tips today. Whether you ask for them or not, you're getting them. Now I'm going to bring out our everyday label punch. And I always label my punches with a black Sharpie so I can see what I have because I'll forget the name of it. I'm very good at that. This is one of my favorite punches for this kind of stuff. I actually got that pretty straight right off the bat. So I'm just going to click it, pop it right out of there. Now I have two. I could use that for a die or something else, you know, just not a die, but a stencil where you could just kind of go around it if you wanted to and make another one. But for right now, I'm just going to set it over here. So I need to put my lid back on here. We're ready to assemble this card. Are you ready? Are you about tired of me this morning? Just talking 90 miles an hour. That's kind of what I do. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put my bird on my cardstock. So, like I said, this does not take a lot of glue, although you do want to get your little tail, get a little bit of glue on that tail, then you don't have to worry about a whole lot, just very lightly, very, very lightly, because it doesn't take a lot of glue and it sticks. So I'm going to put him right here. I want to make sure his little head is in my circle. Then I'm not going to worry about that tail sticking out because it'll fit on something else. Then I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it right there. So I'm just going to put some glue on his feeties because I can see his feeties. And I did put a lot because I think I'm in a hurry, but I'm going to smear it down a little bit. There we go. And then I'm going to put this kind of off to the side, just a smidgen, and I got too tall. I want to see his, right there. What do you think? Is that a pretty good spot for that? I like it. Okay. Then I'm going to take my flowers and my leaves. I got 2 leaves cut out here. And my flowers. So I'm going to put them on the back here where I can see them. Kind of off to the side, maybe just a little bit. I'm going to lay it down. You can do this one of two ways. You can either put it on the leaf like that, very light, very, very light. And I'm going to put just a whoa, no, I don't want to put it on that side. I want to put it on this side. I did want to put it on the stem. I did want to put it on that side, but I just want to put a little bit on this side also because I want it to stick to my card front better, not just kind of be poking out. So see, as you can see, I have a little glue there. I'm going to lay it back here, like so. Okay, and I can still lay that over without worrying about it. Then I got another little one here. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just putting just a tiny little dabs of glue because I don't want it so sticky that you can't do anything with it, right? Have it stuck to my finger. That's very sad. I don't want no stuck fingers. And then I'm going to take one of my flowers. Again, I'm just going to put a little glue here, right in the center. And then hopefully I can pick him up without, let's use two hands, Rhonda. Okay. I'm going to gently set it kind of between my leaves right there. Okay, because I want them peeking out just a little bit. And my last little flower, I'm going to put it right here on the corner. And as you can tell, I put quite a little bit of glue there, but that's okay. And I'm going to stick it here. Now you might be wondering why did I assemble that off of the lace? Because if you assemble it on the lace, it bleeds through and it may just mess up your thing. And then also having it like this, I can kind of wiggle it around, decide where I want to put it. I put that one there. I could put it here right in the middle if I want to, and I think that's what I'm going to do today. I think I'm just going to set it right in the middle so I can see it. So I'm going to put glue on the back. Right there, right there. And guys, I'm really excited. I'm waiting for my paper pumpkin to get here. It's a little late this month, and I believe that's because this is the first time that Canada and Australia has been able to get paper pumpkin. And I know they're all getting theirs now too. I know we're getting them in the United States, don't get me wrong. But usually I get mine pretty quick after the 11th because I'm right here in New Mexico and they ship out of Utah. See, that just stuck down really good, didn't it? And so anyway, I was really hopeful that I would get my paper pumpkin already, but I have to wait. And if you want to be a paper pumpkin subscriber, you get a kit, and it has a stamp set, and it has an ink blot, and it has your papers, it has ribbon, it has little blings of different kinds, just pretty stuff that you can make a card with in just a few minutes, and you don't have to worry about whether or not you have the right supplies. Can you make the full card? Are you going to have to run to Hobby Lobby or something like that? Stampin' Up! Takes care of all of that for you. And they also have card kits in our catalog. And so you can get that. But you can go to gibsongirlstamper.stampinup.net and you can actually sign up for Paper Pumpkin right there under me. Or if you want a code where it'll just take you straight to it, just let me know and I'll be happy to do that. Matter of fact, I think I'll put that in the comments below so you can have all of this information there. This is our card. Isn't it beautiful? I love, love, love it. And we can take it a step further because I did not show you the leaf, what it looks like when it's stamped. So I'm going to be careful with my front because it is still a little wet. So I'm going to be careful. You're probably not going to see a lot of the front. I'm just going to show you the inside here. I'm going to stamp one of my leaves there. And I'm going to stamp another one up here. And well, maybe I won't because with it, I'm not going to do that because that's going to make a mess. I'm going to clean my stamp. See, all clean. I love, love, love the Simply Chamois too, guys. That is probably one of the best things. Oh, there's so many best things. I say that about a lot of things, but that is one of the best. Okay, I'm going to take my light Old Olive marker. I'm going to color this really quick. And you guys, the nice thing about coloring on the inside is it's kind of fun to be a little artistic with it. If you want to get out of the lines, you can. Some people like that. Especially like when you're going around the stem. I try really hard not to get out of lines, but if you do, it's okay. Nobody's going to judge you because it's your creation. And this card is so beautiful. They're going to be looking at the outside of it and going, wow, how did she do that? Now I'm going to take, not that end, I'm going to take my thin end, and I'm just going to go real quick, and you'll see that it's a darker color. I think I'm on camera. I hope I am, guys. I want to thank you all for being so patient with me as I learn the ins and outs of this recording and setting up stuff. I've been in Stampin' Up! For, it'll be 2 years June 6th. Maybe we'll have an anniversary party. But I've been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for a while, and I've always just been a hobbyist. You know, I stay home, I buy all the stuff, and I'm happy just to do it. But then I decided that I could do so much more with my Stampin' Up! And one of my things that I'm doing is called Cards for Christ. And these are cards that I'm making for churches and secretaries and stuff like that. And I'm sending them to them so that they'll have cards that they don't have to go out and buy. And it helps me to use up my supplies. So here you go, guys. Here's our card. What do you think? Do you love it? I love it. So anyway, if you, oops, I messed up my sign. I hope you can still see everything. If not, you'll get to see it later. I am going to upload this probably this evening or tomorrow on YouTube. So if it gets lost in the, you know, as stuff goes down on Facebook, it kind of gets lost. But you can go to YouTube. You can look it up under Gibson Girl Stamper, or you can look it up under my name, Rhonda Gibson, and you'll be able to find how to make this card again. Guys, for $18, this is a great deal, and it's going to be in our new catalog. I'll be able to sell it June 3rd. But for $18, you get 12 of those lacy cards, and you can do so much with them. I'm thinking I'm going to need more than one tin. Plus, you get the beautiful envelopes, and they come through here. And this is just a great way to have your project. It would be great to give as a gift, or like me, I'm going to set them on this. I'm going to set it on the side whenever I need a friendship card. I'm going to have a few. So there you go, guys. I hope you have a great Sunday Fun Day. I hope this video isn't too long. And if you need anything, remember, gibsongirlstamper.stampinup.net. If you don't have a demonstrator already, I would love to be yours. And if you want to ask me anything, always feel free to private message me, and I would be happy to do that. If you join in the month of May, you can pre-order, you can pre-order, and you don't have to wait till June the 4th to get this kit. You can add this to your kit for $18. You have 12 cards that you can start making and sharing with your friends. So you guys have a great day. I appreciate your time and your business. And if you need anything, you know where to find me. Y'all have a great Sunday Fun Day. Bye.